everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another one of my Gay Gamer video podcasts. The last episode, I know it was a bit on the long side, I had a lot to cover. I promise this one's going to be much shorter, much less to talk about. But I wanted to start by, with a complaint. Well, a complaint slash concern slash fear. As I mentioned in the last episode, I was preparing to send my left Switch Joy-Con back to Nintendo to repair the dreaded Joy-Con drift. Because now they are doing it for free. Even though I'm like out of warranty, I can still get it repaired for free. Although I do wonder how much an actual repair would cost. It has to be less than paying $80 for another set of Joy-Cons. So I packed it up and sent it off. I went to the UPS store on Sunday afternoon so that it would go out Monday. And by the end of the week, like on Thursday, I decided, let me just check the tracking number and see like where that package is. Because I figured Nintendo's not going to spring for overnight shipping for a return. So I typed in, there were two tracking numbers on my receipt. I typed in the first one, and it said, a label has been created, but nothing else has happened to it. And I said, what the hell? And I was like, is my package just sitting in the UPS store? So I tried the second second tracking number. That one said, oh hey, that was delivered on Tuesday. And I went, wait, what? And I looked at the detailed information, and in fact, that package left Brooklyn on Monday and arrived in, I think it was Syracuse, on Tuesday. So I'm like, okay. So my package is at Nintendo, in Syracuse somewhere. And there's no emails or anything, although as I understand you don't get email updates. You can track the status of your repair on the website. So I went to the website, put in my repair number and my zip code, and it was like, we are still awaiting the arrival of your return, your repair. And I was just like, it's there. And I was a little worried. There's a box over in the corner that says that it can take 24 hours or whatever from the time that UPS delivers the package to when they enter it into the system. The problem is that my package apparently arrived on Tuesday, and by Thursday, nothing had happened. It hadn't moved into the system at all. And I even checked again on Friday, later in the day on Friday even, and because I checked Friday morning and there was no update, and I'm like, well, it's, you know, early, let me wait and let them do their Friday business. By Friday evening, nothing. I even checked again on Saturday just to see if something had happened late Friday. Still nothing. And the problem is this is a holiday weekend, so Monday, they're not going to be open, I'm assuming. So Tuesday, I'll check again, Tuesday afternoon, and see if maybe then it made any progress. But by Wednesday, I'm going to start to get really nervous, because I understand the package will arrive and it will take time to get into the system and move into the repair stage. But are they that backed up? Are there that many people sending in Joy-Cons for repair that like it's taking them days and days to enter it into the system? Because I don't care that it isn't in repair mode yet, you know? I just want them to acknowledge that they have received it and put it in the system and it will soon be repaired. Like, I don't mind waiting another week for them to actually repair the thing. I just want to know they've got it and that everything is okay and that they will be repairing it. Because right now, it is, as I record this, September 1st, and that means there are only 26 days before the release of Dragon Quest XI on the Switch. And that whole point was, I did it when there was like a month, so that I would have a month, because I'm like, it can't take more than a month to repair it and send it back to me. I figured it would take 2 to 3 weeks, I'd have an extra week as a buffer, and I would definitely have my Joy-Con returned to me in working order, so that when Dragon Quest came out, I can play it wherever. Because, I will say, that in the past week, like last week I talked about how I started the demo and it was amazing. I haven't played it at all during the week. I only just started playing it again, like, over the 3-day weekend, because when I came home from work, I would either watch a movie or something, or TV, or I would play No Man's Sky. I wasn't playing my Switch, because I'm not used to playing my Switch on my TV. When I come home, I play my PlayStation. Or maybe the Xbox, but probably not. PlayStation. I don't play the Switch on the TV. The Switch I play on the train, or at lunch, or in the park, or laundromat, or whatever. So, yeah. So I was sort of like, I haven't been playing it much. It's still great. I've been taking my time and enjoying as much of it as I can. I finally got to Heliodor, the big city, and I literally explored like every nook and cranny of that big city because I want it to last as long as possible. I even thought I found a secret way into another area, but the guard caught me. Because the guard wouldn't let you in, but I found a way to get behind him, but as I tried to go in, he was like, "Hey!" And he saw me, and I was like, "Dang!" So I don't know, maybe that's something you gotta wait for the full game for. But I waited and waited and waited. I like explored every nook and cranny, including, you know, balconies, rooms, buildings, houses, upgraded my equipment, whatever. And it's funny because while exploring the land, I am amused by these little like forest sprites that appear and disappear. They're like something out of a Miyazaki movie, which I enjoy. I don't know what their purpose is. I don't know what they're doing, but they're adorable. But they're not only just in the forest. I've seen them in the city, like in a room, like just sitting on someone's table, or like in the castle, because I did eventually make it my way into the castle. I saw one running down a hallway. So I look forward to the full game and hopefully finding out what these weird forest ghost sprites are. But I went to the castle and like saw where the story, there's, you know, twist, and I saw it coming a mile away from the way everybody was behaving, but of course the character in the game is like a naive little boy, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, you idiot." But the game just keeps going. The demo just keeps going. And I know I mentioned this in the last episode, that I read it is like a 10-hour demo, which is insane to me because that's really long for a demo, even if you spend a lot of time like leveling up in the main, you know, outdoors and stuff. And it takes me a while to play a game, because I will explore every nook and cranny, but 10 hours seems like a lot for a demo, especially since your average RPG is like a 40-hour RPG is like standard, which is like, it can't be a 40-hour game because a 10-hour demo, that'd be like a quarter of the game, which nobody's gonna give a demo a quarter of the game. Like, that's insane. Which makes me feel like this is like an 80 to 100-hour game. Like, if it's a 100-hour game, then you get a tenth of the game, okay. But it's like, how long is this game going to take me to play? Which is why I'm super glad that I will be able to play it everywhere and not just on the TV, because it's going to take me a while to finish Dragon Quest, I'm afraid. We'll see. So, fingers crossed that I get my Joy-Con back in time for September 27th. Otherwise, I'll just be playing it on the TV. Because I will play it on TV when it's the real game. I am taking my time playing it on the TV here now because it's the demo, and I kind of want to make the demo last as long as possible. I don't think I'm gonna... I'd love it, because the less time I can get between the end of the demo and picking up the real game, the better. Like my neighbor's doing some yard work. I left the windows open because it's nice out. Mistake. But the less time I can have between finishing the demo and starting the real game, the better. If I could finish the demo on the 26th and pick up the game on the 27th, that would be ideal, obviously, but I don't see myself being able to make the demo last until the 26th. But I'm gonna try. Because I am still playing No Man's Sky at home, which is fine. But I've been trying to play it in VR more. The problem is that I keep running into, like, problems with VR. Not bugs per se. Like last week when I talked about some of the bugs I've encountered, like this time I was able to put away my multi-tool, so I was like, thank God, no accidental shooting of things. But one of the missions that I had taken was to take a photo of an underwater creature. I happened to be on a planet full of lakes and oceans, tons of underwater creatures. The problem is, you can't do a photo mission in VR, because the only way to take a screenshot in VR is to just take a screenshot. But that doesn't actually complete a photo mission. For the photo missions, you have to enter photo mode and then take a screenshot. And you can't even just take a regular screenshot. You have to hold down the button and then pick the triangle option to take a screenshot. Because that's the only way the game will register that you've done it, and then tell you, okay, you've completed the mission, you've satisfied the requirement, go get your reward. But there is no photo mode in VR, so you can't do photo missions in VR. The other thing was I encountered a bunch of creatures, which was super cute, and like you can use a little hand and like kind of pet them. It's very cute. And I fed them special food, but I only had the option to milk them, which you don't actually do anything. There's no animation for the milking or the harvesting of eggs, thank goodness. You just get it. So you just like hold the trigger down and then pull back on the move controller, and that milks them. So, but it wasn't giving me the option to ride, and I don't know if it's because they were smaller creatures that you can't actually ride, because there was a big one, but I couldn't get it to notice me. It kept running away, and I couldn't feed it, and then it disappeared, and I was like, oh well, never mind. And I played with the little ones, but then I couldn't ride them, and I was like, oh great, whatever. Because I wanted to try riding a creature in VR, but it wasn't working. I did finally ride a big creature later when I was playing the TV, because I had to switch on the TV so I could finish the photo mission. And then I saw a big creature, so I was like, oh, let me just ride that just for fun, because it's kind of fun. And that's it. So there hasn't been a new patch for the No Man's Sky for the PS4 in like a while, like over a week. There's been some experimental patches to PC, I know, and then once they've gotten that all locked down, then they'll release it for the consoles. So I know there's a bunch of VR improvements coming, so I'm hoping that there will be an update soon to improve the VR experience and some of the other game bugs. And there is a little good news, because that update will download and install while my PS4 is in sleep mode, because I accidentally put it into sleep mode instead of shutting it off in the middle of last week, because as you might recall from previous episodes where I'm bitching and moaning about how there was a system update to the PlayStation and now I can't put it to sleep and wake it up, it won't wake up, and I have to reboot the PlayStation, and it has to check the hard drive, and then it starts, and so I would have to shut my PlayStation off and then turn it back on and wait for it to turn on, and then wait for the game to load, and it takes forever, and it's annoying, and it's not what it's supposed to do. I accidentally put it into sleep mode. I said, oh, damn it, now I'm going to have to like reboot the damn thing tomorrow when I try to play. But let me at least charge my controller while it's in sleep mode, because it needs a charge. So I did that. And then the next day, I turned on my PlayStation, and it woke right up. Let me right into the game. I was like, what the hell? So that's super cool, and I'm very happy about that. My PlayStation is behaving normally again. I don't know what changed, but it's working properly again, which is nice. Unfortunately, what ends up happening is, if I'm in the middle of a No Man's Sky game, I'll be like, oh, whatever, like, I'll just keep playing on the TV because I don't have to, like, save my game, quit the game, plug in the VR headset, reload the game, and then to play in VR. Like, you can't just easily switch from TV to VR while playing the game. I wish they would add that. That would be super awesome, but probably not possible, technically. I don't know. So, heads up, the next few episodes of this video podcast are going to contain my frantic updates of where the hell is my Switch Joy-Con, and am I going to ever get it back, let alone in time to play Dragon Quest. So, just a heads up, that's coming. I can feel it. So that's it for this episode. I will see you next time, where I will obviously be obsessed with my Joy-Con and whatever else is going on in the world.